Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the review of the last game of today's action. And today, by the way, I'm gonna start with this. It's gonna be the last day in the Asian Cup where we're gonna have 3 games in the same day with the different timetable. So until now we had almost every day 11:30 GMT time. So I'm saying GMT time, then of course everyone has a different timetable, depends where you live, but 11:30 GMT, it was 1:30, 2:30 GMT, and then 5:30 GMT. Now we're gonna have tomorrow and day after tomorrow two games. And the only game, I'm pretty sure that the only game going forwards until the knockout stages, of course, then the knockout stages is a different story. The only game that is going to be played at 6:30 is going to be the day after tomorrow. It's going to be the one between Kyrgyzstan and Saudi Arabia. Then next week we're going to have a different format with games playing in the same time. Talking about the same group, you're gonna play at the same time with the other teams. And anyways, I'm gonna make a video about these schedules and these timetables, because sometimes I think they are not done perfectly, but I want to check first everything, and then I'm gonna make a video talking about just about this. Anyways, let's talk about the Hong Kong Iran game. And this was a pretty surprising game. I'm not gonna lie, this was a pretty surprising game. Iran was the best team in the first games of the Asian Cup. I've said this and I confirmed this. They were really impressive against Palestine, and today they weren't. They really weren't. Thanks also, of course, to Hong Kong that played a pretty good game, but Iran, I think, today has showed a lot of distractions, a lot of pretty basic mistakes, and during the first half, really, I mean, they haven't got any goal against in this game, but in the first half, Hong Kong should have scored a couple of times, and mainly it was because of mistakes of Iran. Hong Kong, of course, I talked about Coach Anderson and this national team that is playing really well for Hong Kong. I mean, you have Everton, you have Orr, you have Gerbik, you have Yap, the goalkeeper. I really like Yap, by the way. He's a great goalkeeper. I think his experience is giving a lot to the team. Perhaps sometimes you can see that, but you cannot see that. But I see how he communicates with his teammates, and he talks, and he's very communicative, and that's really good. And the team is a good one, Hong Kong, but in this game, I think Iran was the one making the mistakes. Iran wasn't really careful, and perhaps they have underestimated Hong Kong, even though Hong Kong, they had a great game against the UAE. And talking about the game, of course, at the 24th minute, there is Iran that goes ahead with Mehdi Gayedi. The assist is by Mohammadi. And yeah, then the coach of the team of Coach Galeone basically just tried to manage the game. During the second half, they were more careful, so there weren't as many opportunities to the Hong Kong team. But really, this was a pretty particular game, and Iran needs to work on some stuff if they really want to contend. I think they can do it. Again, it's not just because of this game they are becoming bad. They are not bad. They're a good team, but yeah, they have stuff to work on. Talking about Hong Kong, again, great game. I like them. I like how they play. I like the philosophy of Coach Anderson, and really, they are the lowest ranked Asian team in this Asian Cup. But it doesn't seem like that. They play so well. They are so good. And I think in their game against Palestine, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tight one. And it's going to be a really interesting one to follow. And the game between Iran and UAE, I mean, this one is gonna be interesting in the sense that Iran, we have to see if they're gonna be like the first game against Palestine or the second game against Hong Kong. And UAE, we have to see something from them, because their game against Hong Kong was so-and-so, and against Palestine they suffered. They have really suffered. They played like 20 good minutes and then they've suffered a lot. Anyways, let's check the standings for this group C of the Asian Cup. We have Iran at 6 points with 5 goal scores and 1 against. UAE and Palestine 3 points with 4 goals scored for UAE, 2 for Palestine, 2 goals against for UAE and 5 against for Palestine. Hong Kong stays at 0 points with 1 goal scored and 4 against. I think this is gonna be an interesting group to follow. I mean, every group is gonna be interesting to follow in the last game, but really, like you can argue that Iran made the difference. So because of the first game, obviously they were really strong, so they deserve to be in the top. But the other teams, and also Iran against Hong Kong, they seemed all on a good level, and everyone could fight with everyone. So that was really an interesting game. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you soon.